Hello, this is Squadaloo here with a follow-up video to my How Crossing Worlds Works in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds video. A lot of people brought up some good questions after I made that video that honestly I didn't really have the answer for, so I wanted to do some more investigating, and this is the results of some of that investigating. Before we get too far into it, just to briefly recap in case you haven't seen that video, basically what Sonic CrossWorlds is doing, it's not doing any rapid loading of any worlds or anything. It's just when a level loads, it really loads 3 worlds at once. It loads the main course that is used for lap 1 and lap 3, and it loads 2 different cross-world options for lap 2. The options being the one that the course tells you about, and then the option it calls random. It's not randomly selected when you choose it, it's pre-chosen when the course loads. It's just not telling you what it is. In a Grand Prix final, those 3 worlds are the 3 courses of the Grand Prix. In a time trial of a main course, there are 3 different versions of that course loaded as different worlds, so each lap is its own world. And then in the CrossWorlds time trial, there is the starting gate, which is one of the worlds. There is a world that is shared by 2 of the laps, and then there is a 3rd world which is only used for 1 of the laps. To get things started for this video, I'm just going to go ahead and say that I got that part a little bit wrong in my first video. I said that laps 1 and 2 share a world and lap 3 is its own world, when in reality laps 1 and 3 share a world and lap 2 is its own world. This was specifically called out with regards to Kraken Bay, it not really making sense because of the position of the Kraken tentacles. There was an insistence that that one would need 3 worlds. I definitely confirmed that that course only has the 2 worlds in time trial plus the starting gate world. Lap 1, you go through 1 world, you swap to another world for lap 2. The lap 1 world gets swapped for lap 3, and then you go back to it for lap 3. So that is how the CrossWorlds work. I just thought I would clarify that first. Now, I'm going to swap over to my live reaction because I did a little bit of investigating, not live on Twitch, just live while I was recording my impressions on how and when the game swaps lap 1 for lap 3 in a normal race. Okay, so we are in a race in white space. I'm going to pause before I get moved here. I'm going to check the position of everything, and we're going to see if it's still the same in lap 3. So there's white space. It's actually very tiny. In fact, the drivable area almost goes right up against the edge of the world. If I lean to the right, what do we have? It appears that Sweet Mountain, I think. It's very foggy because we're in white space. I think that's Sweet Mountain. It is very hard to see on my screen. Oh, that made it a little easier. Yeah, that's Sweet Mountain. And if I lean forward, there is Hidden World. So Hidden World is the one in front. Sweet Mountain is the one to the right. I'm going to continue forward until the finish line, and then I'm just going to sit there and wait for Omochao to bring me to the next world. Okay, we're back at the starting line. Sky looks a little more ominous right now because it's doing the whole warp thing. I actually don't know where we're warping to because it's currently in the middle of fighting because 2 CPUs tied to get there. But I'm just going to let this sit and wait. Okay, so everyone else has gone through the portal. I'm going to pause. I'm going to look around and see if the course we didn't choose is deloaded. Nope, they're both still there. Okay. And then we're just going to wait. If you didn't know, waiting, eventually Omochao will force you into another world. You cannot stay in lap 1 for too long. There's the prompt. Okay, it looks like Sweet Mountain won the vote. I think to the left. So literally the moment Omochao warped us out of the starting area, boom, it's lap 3 over here. So it is literally like when Omochao kicks you out of that first world, he is basically telling you, hey, the stagehands got to get in here and they got to swap it out. And this is in the same location because if I go forward, there's Hidden World. So
Literally the moment Omochao kicked us out of there, boom, it's lap 3. I'm curious if that is the same case if I were in 12th and the moment I go through the portal, it swaps over. So I'm going to try this one more time, except I'm going to drive through the portal and I'm going to see if that, in last place, I'm going to see if that instantly triggers the swap. Okay, we're back. I've picked Sky Road, so we're going to Sky Road. I am currently in 12th place. Boy, it loves putting Sweet Mountain in that spot, doesn't it? So Sky Road is the one that is in front of us. Ooh, that's kind of a nice looking purple one. I'm in 12th place. Let's just drive through the portal. We've swapped. Instant. It is instant. The moment 12th place leaves the first world, it switches to the third lap. And if I go over here, there's still Sweet Mountain. So, yeah, that is about as fast as it can go to swap over. That's really neat.
So that's some more investigation done on the CrossWorlds in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Let me know if there's any specific areas that you would want me to double check, and I can take a look at them whenever I have a moment and see if I find anything interesting. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.